All right, we're back here with a little bit of Coal LLC. We're going to be retrying our no tools, and we're just going to dive straight into day one. I think the strategy this time is going to be getting a little bit more harder hitting NPCs this time around so that we can hopefully get ourselves a little bit of extra ores mined down in the coal, or the coal area, the stone area, because that drops a lot more ores than just this plain dirt stuff. So hopefully we can get further down and destroy this challenge with that in mind a little more. There we go. We should have enough coal for quota already, so now we can just focus on mining a little bit more of this iron here, and maybe we'll grab some of the copper right below us right here too, and hopefully that will get us a nice head start into getting some employees and stuff going. Here we go. We've got 15 seconds left, just about, and we're probably going to be able to grab all of this coal, or copper, which is pretty good. And there we go. We made our quota, and we've only got a few seconds left, so there we go. Let's see how much money we made. A little over $750 this time, which is pretty great. We're just going to buy an employee and a few platforms, and then just get straight into day two. There we go. And we're just going to full balls to the wall mine coal ourselves, because we need it bad, and we need it, as much of it as we can get our grubby little hands on. So let's just full tilt, no chill, grab all of the coal we can here. I think I'm going to try to save as much of my money for employees this time around too, because buying bombs seems to be kind of a waste of money when you aren't able to recoup it with your own tools. But here we go. We just need to mine up as much coal as we physically can. We need to make 80 coal today, but there we go. We should have enough for it already. So then let's maybe grab ourselves some more value ores over here. Maybe I can mine up this sapphire here. Let's try to make every second of it count. There we go. We're just going to fly up here and dump it off. There we go. That's quota made. Now let's try to grab a few extra of these irons if we can. And maybe I'll come down here and grab all the coal from this guy. There we go. And there's a few extra bucks for us. A few extra buccarinos. Made ourselves $900 today, so we should be able to buy some extra time and another employee, which should get us nice and started. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of surface coal here, but let's see if we can't help our employees mine down to it. It would be nice if maybe the employees had more of a targeting mechanic where they were able to sort of go towards more valuable stuff, more of an AI, so to speak, to help control them. But, you know, it is what it is. Part of the challenge, right? We'll just make do with what we can get here. Let's just help these guys keep on mining copper here. Copper and coal. Let's maybe see if we can't help them lower down. There we go. They're both moving over to the coal, so maybe they do have a targeting mechanic and I'm just an idiot, but here we go. Need to get lots and lots of coal today. Let's make sure we can blow through as much of this as we possibly can. It's like our employee down there to the left is getting to work pretty well. We should be getting near quota soon, if I do the math. We're getting there. We need a little bit more coal, definitely. That's alright. Let's maybe get ourselves a little jumpy way out. I need to get a few more platforms next time for sure, but there we go. That should be enough coal for this quota. Hopefully, yep. And let's just grab as much of this copper as we can. Ooh. Kind of a high tense environment that I'm not used to having in this game. trying to beat a challenge like this, because you have to be like really optimizing your time when mining these things when you don't normally have to as much, because it's just, you need to squeak every ounce of value as you possibly can out of this. But let's just grab some extra cash out of this, I guess. 30 bucks. Nothing great, but you know, none of those upgrades were really gonna help us either, so kind of the best option we had there. But here we go. Unfortunately, our little miner guy there is just gonna be smacking away at the chest blocks for a bit, but there we go. Quota's been made, so now we can just focus on smacking up a little extra money for ourselves, because heaven knows we're gonna need it. Never thought my heart would get pounding playing Coal LLC, dude. Oh, and I did not realize how much time we have left. Let's see if we can't hopefully get... Oh, we couldn't get the little extra ore in there, but that's okay. We got $1,400 this time around, so let's see here. What can we get with that? Probably just one more intern is all I'm going to do, actually. And then, oh wait, I'm actually going to go back real quick, because we need to buy one more intern is all I'm gonna do. And then I'm just gonna grab a bunch of platforms, because we almost got stuck last time. If we went any deeper, we would have gotten stuck, but here we go. Let's just bust our way down in, and here we go. We really need to get our hands on as much coal as we can this time around, because we gotta make a quota of 320, which is quite a lot. We've got a lot of extra money, because I'm hoping to invest in some better miners after this one, but let's just keep on mining all of this jazz. Here's a good coal vein that us and our employees are starting to run into. Looks like they're mining into that chest a little bit for me too. Hopefully that gives us a golden weapon. If that gives us a golden weapon, we should be set. Come on, baby. Give it to me. There we go. Ask and you shall receive. Am I right, dude? Holy crap. Let's just blow as much of this ore open as we can. And then we are going to spend all of today getting as much of that back in as possible, because that is a boost that we cannot afford to let go to waste. Let's maybe come over here too and see if we can't grab this chest, because I want this chest as well. Let's see. There we go. Employee miner damage. That's perfect. And now let's just get out of here with all of these resources. I'm just going to spend all of the day collecting. Shoot, I keep on falling, dude. We'll just keep on grabbing as much as we can here. That should hopefully skyrocket our progress enough to get going as we need to. But we've got exactly our quota right now. There's a little less than half time left. And here we go. And let's keep on grabbing some more. Man, there is so much. I don't think I'm going to be able to grab it all, but that is okay, I suppose. We're just going to dump off as much as we possibly can. I wish I had an item filter right now so I could grab all of the actually valuable stuff, but that's all right. We're just going to have to make do with what we can. And I should have placed these platforms a little more efficiently, but that's all right as well. Let's just grab everything our dudes have been collecting. Oh, and I'm getting stuck because I'm an idiot, but there we go. Grab all of these goodies, and we're just going to have to take all of this back again. But this is exactly the money boost I was hoping for. Hopefully we can use this to get a few good employees that will help really lock this run in. But here we go. I don't think I'm going to be able to get up with this little extra bit of copper, but that's fine. We got lots of other goodies this time around, so we made a little over $1,000. We've got $5,000, which is perfect because that will get us 2 associate miners, which is exactly what I was hoping for. And then I could buy a collector, but I think I'm going to actually use it to upgrade my inventory and then just continue being personal collector for my goons, and then maybe an extra miner. And there we go. We can keep on being the collector man ourselves. And then, ooh, there's not a lot of coal here. I think I'm gonna mine over here and just start trying to bust into this coal right here as soon as I can. And hopefully our strong miners here will get to work real nice and good. Hopefully they go hit that coal. Look at all that coal. There we go. Kind of feels like I'm trying to break a rock with a toothpick, but you know, it is what it is. We'll keep on collecting up our goods for ourselves. And looks like this guy over here is going to work pretty well. Looks like the blue pickaxe guys one-shot the rock, which is very, very good. I thought they would bust into this chest for me a little more, but it looks like only our basic little pickaxe boys are wanting to break into that for us here. It looks like our friend over there has gone on a little tangent, but hopefully he can keep on getting us some more coal. And looks like they open this up and we got another golden weapon. That is insanely good for us. Here we go. Let's just bust into as many of these chests as we can, and then we're going to try to get out of here. There's another weapon. Dude, that's crazy. I need to like spend the day collecting though. I need to get more collection. No more golden weapons. I want stuff. Here we go. Let's maybe get some cash. Maybe not best choice we could have gotten there, but that's all right. And we'll get some employee collector capacity, I suppose, because we'll hopefully have some of those guys eventually. And let's just do some player sprint speed, and we're just going to bounce our way up here because we need to get out of here and keep on collecting all of the goodies we can. And I just barely had enough platforms for that. That's a little scary, but that's okay. And we'll do some pickaxe player mining speed, I guess. We'll be able to do a little bit with our pickaxe. Not much, but that's all right. Hopefully we can continue to grab as much as we can. Here we go. We're getting a really good start with the golden weapons here that are helping us kickstart our beginning here a bit. But here we go. I got another full inventory and I fell down. Whoops. Here we go. Let's get back up. And we have so much stuff to collect. It is unbelievable. But there we go. We've doubled our quota thanks to that golden minigun, which is very, very good. And let's just keep on grabbing as much of this stuff as we can, dude, because there is nothing like dropping off a full inventory of goodies at the little station. But there we go. We've got 30 seconds left. Hopefully I can make 2 trips left. That might be a little bit far-fetched, but you know, a man can hope. All right, let's drop all the way straight back down to the bottom. And it just occurred to me that I have no way out of here. So that's unfortunately going to be it for now. But that was not the wisest decision on my part, but that's too bad. All right, that would definitely benefit us very much, but we got lots and lots of money this time. So that is a good sign. We'll grab ourselves a collector and let's see. I think I'm going to grab more time, and then 2 more of those guys, and we'll just grab a good stack of platforms here as well, and then maybe 2 bombs. Bombs are a little bit of a waste, but you know what? They're going to help us get our employees down to the bottom quicker, which is what we need to do the most here. We gotta make 900 coal today, so let's just get our dudes straight down to Crazy Town, because we need all of the coal we can get our hands on this time around. And let's maybe come over here, and it might be a little bit of a waste, but we can try to bust into this little chest here ourselves. It's gonna take a long time, but I think it'll be worth it, hopefully. Here we go. Here we go. And we'll get some employee collector speed. That should be pretty good for us. And here's another chest that our guys will hopefully break into for us real quick here. And let's start making our little pathway out of here, because we're definitely going to need it this time around. They're already down to the stone layer, which is really good for us. And let's see, we can get some player jump velocity. That's a good one, because that'll help us get back up to the surface quicker. And let's get mining into this coal ore here. It's like we're getting around 20-ish coal or something like that every time, which is very, very good. I'm just gonna keep on dropping stuff off. Looks like our collector has made a few stops too. We've got a little over 600 with over half time left, which is a good sign. And let's just keep on digging into the stone ore. I'm not gonna be doing a whole lot here because I'm basically slapping a wet noodle onto a truck or something, but let's just try to help as much as we can, I suppose. It's going to be mostly our blue pickaxe guys that are going to be doing all the work here, but that's okay. Looks like our collector is getting a good few loads of coal going, which is perfect. We've got half time left. I've got around 100 coal on me, and the collector's going to drop off another load, so hopefully we should be able to make quota pretty quickly here. It's going to be a little bit tight since we weren't able to get any golden weapons this time around, but you know, that's okay. That's part of the challenge, right? What fun is it if we just get golden weapons every time? Let's go drop off all of our coal here. Hopefully we should give it enough to make it quota there. There we go. Perfect. Over 900, and we've still got actually a decent amount of time left, surprisingly. So let's just bust into some more stuff here ourselves, hopefully. Maybe we can get our miners to mine up some of this amethyst. Come on. This amethyst is almost broke, and I'll probably just help mine the rest of it myself. And there we go, 6 amethyst. Humongous. That's a lot of money. Make sure we get all that amethyst deposited right into the coal pile there. And looks like our collector's making another trip up, which is beautiful. And let's just keep on chipping away at this ourselves, I guess. It's going to be a lot of watching these guys this time around, unfortunately. I don't know why I mined that rock. I just, like, the caveman in me had to hit it since it was almost broken, but here we go. We've got 30 seconds left. Our guys are chipping away at a little extra coal for us here. And let's maybe let our collector pick it up so that we can both make a last trip back here. And look at this beautiful pit straight down. Had none of our employees went off on a crazy side quest this time, but here we go. Maybe we'll grab up a little extra coal. Can we make it back? No, we cannot. It is only a few seconds left, but there we go. That's today. Let's see how much we made. A good another $5,000. So hopefully, let's just buy 2 more associate miners, and then maybe we'll buy... I'm thinking we'll buy another intern and another collector. There we go. And then I'm actually going to buy a few more dynamite so that we can bolo our way straight down again. Let's just come right here and help our employees get all the way down as fast as possible. We've got 4 little blue pickaxe men now. Let's try to keep them all in the same line if we can't help it, but here we go. Now they're all nice and together. These guys are starting to go off on a little bit of a tangent. Oh no, they're splitting up again. That's not good. You guys need to stay together, man. Especially when I don't get a beautiful golden weapon out of this. But here we go. We've got 2 collectors helping us out. Looks like they've both made a little bit of a deposit already, which is pretty great. Need to make 1,500 coal today, which is pretty steep order, but here we go. Can I make 5 jumps yet? There we go. That's perfect. And we've already got 200 coal to our names. Hopefully these guys can work hard enough to get the coal we need, but I'm a little bit worried that they split up, but it's okay. Hopefully they should be able to get down to the stone layer here soon and get to work. Man, all of our blue pickaxe employees decided to social distance themselves from each other for some reason. It's not COVID anymore, guys. I mean, it's still around, but like, it's okay. You guys can kiss still. Let's bust into this chest here. Bust into this chest, buddy. Come on. There we go. Let's get it. Golden weapon? No. No golden weapon. That's okay, though. We're just going to get some free money. Even though it's literally nothing. It's less than... It's like three emeralds, but that's okay. Yes, break into this chest. There we go. And that gave me a singular amethyst. Phenomenal. Deposit. We're halfway, and we've got a little over 1,500 coal, which is perfect. So we should be able to make it this time. We're not going to be buying any mortars or any silly shenanigans this time around. It was fun to experiment, but we're locked in this time. We gotta grab ourselves that dub. These employees, though, they're finicky, dude. I never know. You can't trust them. Can't trust their little faces. Look at this little guy. Can't trust them. They're just gonna take all of the coal for themselves. Greedy little bastards. Looks like we're probably gonna make quota. Yep, there we go. We made quota. Beautiful. I need to stop saying that, dude. I have a problem. Saying beautiful has become like my guilty pleasure at this point because I just can't stop saying it. I don't know what is wrong with me. I need to be checked by a psychologist or something because why is that the only vocabulary I know? Maybe I'll start saying stupendous. I want to make it to the hoverboard, dude. If we can make it to where I can buy a hoverboard, I will be content. I will be happy. Everything will be in place in life. All I need is a hoverboard. Basically every kid in 2016 or whenever those came out. I could not get the hang of those things at first though, dude. I would just fall over and over again. My balance was pretty horrible. Once you got used to it, it wasn't too bad though. We've got 30 seconds left. We've made quota nice and comfortably this time. Because our miners splitting up actually worked out okay for us. We got a few chests, so we got a few boosts for ourselves. A little extra jump height, which is always pretty nice to have. And we'll see if we can continue to beat this challenge, though. Didn't make it back, but we only had 25 coal, so it doesn't really matter. There we go. We've got 750,000 or 7,500 gold. Sorry, I got distracted because I unlocked the Maverick profession, but that's okay. Here we go. Let's maybe... What does it take? I can't upgrade time anymore, so I'm just going to need to kind of full send it into as many of these employees as I can, I think. Because they're just going to be our most valuable asset. And then let's just buy a few extra... of those, and then a few bombs to try to drop them down quicker. But here we go. Let's drop a bomb there, and then we'll drop another one there. And then once they bust through this top layer, they'll all fall down, hopefully. There we go. Look at us just drilling straight down. That's perfect. Hopefully we can get down to this stone layer nice and quick. Yeah, we're almost already there, which is perfect. And our collectors have been making trips already. We've already got 120 coal. Looks like they're starting to split up a little bit again, but that's okay. Looks like that is actually a okay thing for them to do. Let's see, where do I need to kind of drop down here? And nope, I just barely am able to stack my way up. We've already got 500 coal. Wow. It is definitely working out a lot better this time. We're on day 8, and we're still pulling strong. Let's come over here. Lots and lots of goodies going on over here. Our guys are busting straight into all this, and there's tons of ore beneath these guys, so hopefully we can keep on mining away at that. And let's go drop off all the stuff we have again. We've got 800 already with a fourth of the time gone. That is a pretty good start, if I do say so myself. Hopefully that doesn't jinx me, but here we go. Barbarians or bomb throwers soon, but that won't be anything too crazy because I just want them to help us get our strong pickaxe men down. We're definitely going to prioritize getting a stronger pickaxe. A stronger dude. A guy with a stronger pickaxe is what I'm trying to say anyway. But here we go. Looks like maybe if they've got the strength, they'll bust into that chest there, which, if that is a golden weapon, that would be absolutely ginormous for us. But here we go. Let's just keep on helping them collect. I've got a few hundred coal on me again. We're definitely going to be able to make quota this time. Reinvesting into all of our employees has definitely been worth it so far, but I guess my inventory is full already. Oh, yes, I've got lots and lots of coal on me, so let's just bounce our way back up here, and here we go. We've got just about 100 away from quota, which is definitely all just sitting down here on the ground, so we'll just be a good little collector boy this time, and get all of the coal we need for that. We only need 40 more coal, and I've got it right there, so we made quota this time around. Little challenge for myself, but here we go. Looks like these guys actually are going to be breaking into this chest, and it's a few rubies, which is okay. We'll definitely take it. Hopefully these guys don't spend too much time just mining into it. That's 4 rubies. That's actually, I think, $2,000, which is actually quite a lot of money for us. So we will definitely be getting paid today, but let's just keep on coming down over here. Looks like our friend over here has been going to work. This guy is definitely employee of the month over there. He's just mining all that ore himself while our useless other turds are just smacking the freaking chest blocks there, but that's okay. Here we go. We made around 3,000 coal this time, which is pretty good. That's pretty solid. You can definitely see where the challenge of this challenge, so to speak, is, though, because normally around this point in the game, you've got thousands upon thousands above the quota already, so we will definitely try to keep up with the quota system here, but there we go. And there's lots of goodies here, but don't think they're going to make it up in time, unfortunately. Our collectors didn't grab them, but there we go. A few $1,000s, and yep, I was correct. That was another $2,000 from the rubies, and now we've got $12,000 to our name, and that will buy us a senior associate miner, which is pretty great. And I think other than that, I'm gonna buy 2 more collectors, and then hope these guys can make it down nice and quick. But here we go. Let's just start getting mining right away with our friends here, and there we go. He's got a little bit of a bigger hat and a purple pickaxe, which is pretty cool. Hopefully he can bust his way straight down to the deep into the stone layer. I'm pretty sure he'll be able to 1 or 2 shot the stone layer, which is pretty great for us. We need 3,000 coal. We made that last time, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's see if we can't make ourselves a little bit of a jumping path down here, and hopefully, can I jump high enough for some of these? Yeah, I can jump up all those. Okay, perfect. And let's see, yep, these guys are already busting straight into the stone, which is pretty great. He does one-shot the stone. That is perfect. There we go. This guy's busting into this chest. Might as well help him out here. Here we go. Let's grab it. Oh, looks like he stopped mining it, which is a little bit annoying, but there we go. Let's grab some collector capacity, which is pretty good. And holy crap, this guy is going to town over here. I'm definitely going to need to start collecting a little bit for that guy. Hopefully we can get a second or even third one of those senior associate miners this time around, because they are nice, powerful little boys who are going to keep on getting us lots of goodies. And we've got 1,000 coal already to our name, which is pretty great. We've got quite a bit on the ground here, so hopefully our collectors, our 4 collectors, I think we have 4. We have 4 collectors now. Ooh, there's some amethyst and some emeralds for us too. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can't come over here, pick up some of these goodies that these guys have been throwing down, and let's just do a little bit of parkour here because I'm crazy. Keep grabbing all this. Man, this guy's just exploding ores all over the place, which is absolutely amazing. And here we go. Once I make this dash here, we should probably make quota because I've got a lot of coal on me. Oh, we're 22 coal off, but our little collector boys will definitely do that for us. And let's see, is there anything good in there? It's just a little bonus. Not too worried about that. Our guy is going absolutely ham down here. He's already even halfway down to the blue layer, which hopefully we are definitely going to get to here soon, but here we go. I don't know, being a collector isn't the most interesting thing, but it is hyper necessary for this kind of challenge. Kind of makes commentary a little difficult sometimes, though. Just gotta sit here and collect over and over again. Just hang out. How's your day been, I guess? What's the weather like? Pretty nice weather we've been having, right? What kind of fertilizer do you use on your lawn? That's my middle-aged dad talk. I'm starting to work on it. How does it sound so far? Ooh, and there's lots of gems down here our guy has been collecting up for us. We've actually got a lot of amethysts, or sapphire, rather. I messed that up last time around as well. We've got 4,000 in the quota, though. Let's maybe rush over here real quick and do Tabitha's quest, because getting a vacuum will be pretty great if I can get that. Unfortunately, the first one is only going to give me the dog, but that's okay too. And let's see, is there anything that needs to be collected here? Definitely our little guy over here. He is having some trouble getting all of his stuff collected down here. But let's see. Ooh, employee minor damage or collector speed? Ooh, I think I'm going to get collector speed because it looks like that our collectors are the things that struggling the most here, but let's see. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get back with all of these goodies on me, unfortunately. Yeah, but that's okay. We made quota with plenty of time left. So, let's see, 15 grand. You know what that means? Another senior associate minor. Let's grab another collector, maybe. And, ooh, I probably should have upgraded my own inventory so that I could help out a little more, but that's all right. We'll grab a few more platforms for ourselves, and then we'll just buy another few miners. There we go. We're just full sending it into as many of the miners as we can, because they are going to be our lifeblood here making these quotas, but we need 5,000 coal today. Hopefully we can do that. We have 2 senior miners and an extra collector this time around, so it shouldn't be that much of a arduous journey, but I don't want to jinx it, so we'll just keep on working away ourselves here. And let's see, looks like our buddy there is helping us mine this. And let's see, player jump velocity is pretty great. That helps us collect better, so we're definitely going to be grabbing up that whenever we see a chest here, which they definitely are, and hopefully it gives us something good. We'll take some employee minor damage. That's pretty solid. 2% doesn't sound like a whole lot, but when it's 10 different guys, it does add up. And here we go. We are going to make a deposit ourselves real quick. It was only around 100 coal, but that's okay. Hopefully our guys can get to work down here in the stone layer now, and we can start seeing a lot more coal profits out of the stone here, especially from this guy right here. Here we go. He is busting up all of the coal here. And let's maybe help our buddy right here get down to the stone layer, because we want this guy working down in the dirt as much as he possibly can be. And looks like our friend over here has got a lot of juicy resources with him now too, so I'm going to try to make my way all the way back up here and then deposit myself. We've got going on 2,000 coal, which is a pretty good start. Let's just collect all of the goodies that these guys have waiting for us, and let's just keep on being a little delivery boy. Try to make myself a little platformy way up, and hopefully we can get a jetpack soon too. Actually, that might be pretty useful for myself, so that I can be a effective collector myself. But here we go. Let's keep on jumping our way up here. Looks like I'm full already again. I definitely gonna need a little more inventory space if I'm gonna be a collector, but that's okay. Got another 500 coal. Looks like hopefully we should be able to make quota. I think we'll be fine this time, but we'll definitely need to keep an eye out around next time, because as you can see, these guys just absolutely go to Plowtown down here. I just filled up with 500 more coal, which is pretty stupendous. Let's see what this chest has for us. Employee miner speed. We'll definitely take a little bit of that. I'm hoping that means pickaxe speed, not movement speed, but you never know. And then here we go. We only need 500 more coal. 400 more coal now, thanks to our collectors making a deposit there, but here we go. Let's grab up as much of these goodies as we can. I'm definitely going to need an upgrade to my own inventory this time around, but here we go. Let's do that. We got quota. That is exactly what you like to see. We should get a lot of good money off of this, and we know what upgrades I need to get this time because I am not proving to be the best collector, personal collector for my employees right now. But here we go. Oh man, look at all these goodies. Only I could get to the top with them, but that's all right. Got $6,000 out of coal, which is pretty awesome. And we got $21,000 this time around, which will buy us another senior associate miner. And I could get a senior collector, which is highly tempting, but I think it's going to be most worth it for me to have more inventory. And oh, I could get the jetpack, which would make me a lot faster of a collector. I think I'm going to do it. Might be a bad decision, but we'll grab another collector and then we'll grab some more platforms for ourselves. And then we'll grab some dynamite to drop our dudes straight down into the mines. And there, of course, is a chest right in the way immediately. Hopefully our guys can just bust into that for us real quick here. Maybe it'll even give us a golden weapon. It does not. That is okay, though. We will keep on trying to drop our senior miners down. They're all going this direction for some reason, but here we go. We can drop them all down as fast as we can. And ooh, yeah, look at that jetpack action. I can get up so much quicker now, and hopefully I can collect a lot more. I should have a fairly spacious inventory now, which is very good. Let's help our guys. I want these guys to start going down into the stone area as fast as possible, because that's where the real money is to be made, and we need to make 8,000 coal today, which is a pretty steep order, but here we go. We've got 500 coal already. We need our 10 times more what we got right now, because we've got 8,000, but hopefully these guys can get to work down here. As efficient of a collector as we can for our mining friends, but here we go. Oh my gosh, a ruby minigun. That is going to get us the dub here, I think. I think that is all we needed to skyrocket our progress into the stratosphere, because now with my jetpack and expanded inventory space, we should be able to capitalize off of that very, very well, and that'll get us the dub here, hopefully. We'll see. Fingers crossed, no promises. And let's see, employee miner damage, perfect. Be nice if I fell down a little quicker, but no, beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. We actually have enough emeralds to go grab the vacuum as well real quick if we so wish, which I think I do wish. I'm going to go grab that real quick. Vacuum is pretty great. And now I just need some more amethyst, but that should be fine. Make a little deposit here. We need 2,000 more coal, which I think we should be able to do. Hopefully. Hopefully we can grab all of that. And oh yeah, I just got 500 coal. So if I can get a few more little deposits like that, I should be able to make up our quota just fine. But here we go. Ooh, I saw player jump velocity there. I should have got that, but I got collector speed. That's okay. We've got 7,000 out of our 8,000 coal quota. I just got another 700, so we should be just fine for that. Our senior associate miners are busting straight into the hole there, which is absolutely amazing. And we're starting to get a little bit tight on time here, but it should be fine. We should be able to make more than enough coal. Yep, we just made quota with 30 seconds left, which is very, very scary. So I'm definitely going to need a little bit more collectors, I think, but I should be able to upgrade myself and my collectors this next time around, because there's probably a lot of stuff down here. Oh yeah, there is a lot. There's even another golden weapon. What is this? 2 golden weapons? That's crazy, dude. I wish, yeah, I definitely need 3 golden weapons. There aren't words. How painful that is. I think I just used up the rest of my luck for that run. I'm going to grab a senior collector, another senior miner, and then I think I'm going to go to the bonuses and grab stack upgrade for myself, because that will just be pretty helpful. And then maybe we'll grab ourselves a few more miners and maybe a weak bomber there, and then grab a few more platforms and some bombs, and so that we can keep on dropping our dudes straight down. But now we have our little vacuum friend here, which is perfect because he's going to help us just deposit for our dudes much quicker, because I can drop him off down here and he will keep on. I can deposit stuff at him, which is very good. And I'm just gonna place a little platform here so that I can come back to him whenever I need. And we are here on day 12, crushing through day 12, and I still only have my flimsy pickaxe. Isn't that something? But here we go. Let's grab our extra employee speed. We'll just drop off right there at Gerald. See, that's why Gerald is the best. We love Gerald around here. He's just the absolute goat. But here we go. Our senior associate miners are busting straight through all this stuff. They busted that open for me. Let's get some extra collector speed. Our coal production can get upgraded quite a bit by just mining that blue coal, but our guys are spreading out quite a bit, unfortunately. But hopefully that should be fine. We're getting a good, pretty solid amount of coal right now. So maybe I will try to bust into this chest myself real quick. So we'll be right back. All right, after slapping my wet noodle into that rock there, we got it. And we got the golden weapon that I was hoping for, which is exactly what I wanted, dude. That is so perfect. Here we go. Let's bust into a few more of these chests. Perfect. That is absolutely amazing. You don't know how happy that makes me. Now we can bust into a handful of these, get some extra miner damage, and we'll be able to collect up all of these delicious resources. We're at halfway, at half time, so hopefully that is a good sign, but we will keep on trucking along. Looks like our senior collector here is doing some good work, and some of our senior associate miners are starting to get down towards the bottom layer here, but let's see. Ooh, another golden weapon. I will 100% take that, actually, because that will help us unlock a few more of these chests and maybe help us drop our miners down quicker here. Selves to collect here, but let's see. Player sprint speed, we'll grab some of that. The faster we can make ourselves, the better. Employee miner speed. All right, let's just focus on collecting up some goodies now, because our collectors are starting to slow down a bit because they're so deep. All of our miners are so deep down in the ground now, but here we go. How full am I? I'm relatively full. Let's grab a bit more stuff and then head our way back up. And here we go. We're nice and full of resources again, so let's go make a deposit here at the vacuum. We only need 500 more, so we should be able to hit quota nice and easy this time around. Thanks to those golden guns, we might have struggled a little bit without them, but we got it nice and easy this time around. And we're definitely going to need a few more powerful miners on our side so that they can keep on trucking down to this coal layer, or blue layer. It's not, why do I keep saying coal layer? I'm just thinking more coal. More coal is all this brain thinks about in this game. So then I just start geeking out about what the actual different layers are. But here we go. I don't think I'm going to get back to Gerald, but that's okay. Gerald definitely helped us out there quite a bit, and we made ourselves $60,000. That is quite the boost, and we need $100,000 for the next miner. Yeesh. But we are going to grab ourselves a few bonuses here. Trying to think of what I should get. I think I'm going to get 5 of these drills, actually. A few more platforms, and we're going to get as many senior associate miners we can, and maybe one more senior collector. Then we're going to get another bomber, And that's probably going to be it. But the reason I got these drills is so that I can actually... Oh, I just dropped all of them in the same place. Well, that's pretty awkward. Hopefully our guys will see them and start going down with them, though. And that'll help us just get straight down here faster. And I got a golden flamethrower. That'll help us get down pretty quick. Yeah, definitely. Here we go. Wow, that is definitely quite the start. Pretty phenomenal, but here we go. Let's just get a little bit of extra money out of that one, I guess, because there wasn't anything really valuable for it. But here we go. Here's our good vacuum friend here. I'm just going to put a platform by him, and then we're just going to keep on mining away. Looks like our drills are actually going straight down to bottom here too, which is pretty crazy. But here we go. Let's grab some more employee mining. And holy crap, these guys are filling me up like there's no tomorrow. Pause, I should not have said that, but here we go. We need 18,000 coal today, which should be doable. If these bozos want to actually get down into the thick of it down here, but here we go. Looks like our bomber guys are over here doing some work. Those guys are mostly for dropping us down quick though, but here we go. Let's keep on grabbing as much of these goodies as we can. I am just full of resources constantly, but here we go. We're already a third of the way done with around the third of the time left, so I think we'll be doing just fine this time around. And here we go. Let's just keep on busting down with all of these resources. It is looking pretty snazzy this time around. We are getting lots and lots of goodies. We're halfway with less than halfway to go, which is pretty sweet. We're looking pretty slick here. Let's keep on grabbing all the stuff we can. We have 7 amethyst. I'd like to get an upgrade to Gerald whenever we can, but you know, that'll come when it comes. We've got 12,000-ish coal just about here, and ooh, a golden weapon. That's pretty phenomenal. We're going to use that to bust into some of these blue chests here. But here we go. Oh, I almost got into that one, but that's all right. And here we go. Player sprint speed. The reason I'm taking sprint speed, even though it might not seem like it's that helpful, is because it said it actually helps us out with the hoverboard. And I'm hoping to get that hoverboard. And it does help us go side to side quicker, which is always, you know, pretty helpful. So we'll definitely take a little extra movement speed. But here we go. I'm pretty full on stuff again. We've got about a third time left, and we need around 2,500 coal, which should be very doable here with our senior collectors going at it, as well as me all juiced up here. This should make us quota. There we go. Perfect. Nothing like a good day's work done, but there's some minor damage, which is always great for our boys to keep on doing good with. And here we go. Let's just grab a bunch more coal and other goodies. We're just focused on money now that our quota is done. And let's come up here. There are some new challenge modes of this game that I might have to try out if you guys would be interested in seeing. There's like no daily bonus or no extra, or coal doesn't sell for any money, which is pretty crazy because most of the time coal is your biggest moneymaker. So I don't know, man. They seem pretty hard, but I think it is possible. Let's try to grab up all of these goodies. We've got 20 seconds left. Hopefully, I think I should be able to grab all of this stuff. Oh, never mind, there's so much coal, or copper, iron. Gosh, man, I cannot speak. There's so much iron there. But here we go. Let's dump off into there as much as we can. And there's a good day of work done. We got 18,000 or 23.6 thousand coal out of 100,000, and we got $100,000. I could get a vice president miner. Ooh. That is extremely tempting, but I think it is going to be worth it for us to keep on buying other guys, because I don't know if these guys are really going to be worth, if it's going to be worth getting a vice president miner. Actually, oh man. I'll get him next time. I think I'm just going to keep on getting more a few of the senior collectors, and then more of the senior associate miners. There we go. And we have a lot of them now, but here, now I can also grab a few. Maybe we'll go for some medium dynamite now. I'll try to grab, let's just grab some platforms and then a bunch of medium dynamite. And then maybe a few drills. There we go. So I'm just going to place these drills here. Hopefully they go to town. And we're going to pick up our little dude here. And I'm going to probably save this dynamite a little bit, mostly for the copper, or this area down here. Looks like Gerald is already kind of pooped out, but that's okay. We're just going to drop some more dynamite down here and try to keep our guys going in a general downward direction, because that will be the most valuable place for them to be, is as deep as possible. But here we go. Let's get some extra miner damage, and these guys are already going to town. Holy moly, dude. I think it was a good idea to just get a whole horde of these guys, because they will just rush all of the stuff we need, and they got down here super quick now. So we're already full on goodies, so let's just bounce our way back up here and dump them all off at Gerald here. We've got 6,000 full already, and we're barely into this round, which is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna place another little platform right here for me to jump on, because that just kind of makes everything a little bit easier. And let's grab some employee collector capacity, because that will help them collect a lot more. And there's lots of goodies, or chests there just opening up for me right here, but here we go. We don't have any amethyst stocks yet, but that's okay. Once we do, we'll definitely talk to Tabitha, but for now, we're just going to keep on collecting away at what our buddies are mining down here. There's a whole lot of them mining together right here, which is really good for us, because they are just going to absolutely pulverize that stuff. But here we go. Let's just keep on collecting everything as much as we can. And there's a chest right here. Just had a ruby in it. That's okay. I think halfway to a little bit over halfway through the quota, and we are definitely and we're halfway through time, so looking pretty good. We're on day 14 out of 15, dude. We are so close to actually beating this challenge, and we need it bad, because I have been trying this challenge out for a few hours, and holy crap, I am just filling up my inventory every single time I drop. I'm going to have to upgrade my inventory, but you know, we're probably going to get ourselves a senior, or a vice president miner first, because you know, it's a vice president miner. I can't pass that guy up. And there's gold. We're finally getting some gold. We're definitely going to make quota nice and easy this time around. We're at 26,000 out of 28,000, so we're looking pretty sweet for our quota, and we're just going to keep on getting exponentially more powerful because of it. But here we go, a full row of coal. We're literally 70 coal away from quota around, and let's just keep on sucking up everything that our little guys are dropping here. And ooh, let's grab all the gold we can too, because gold is very valuable in this game. And here we go. There's just tons of resources here. We definitely need a little bit more collection, but if we can upgrade our inventory as well as get a senior president miner, dude, that probably would do it. Man, look at all of those resources. That is crazy. I'm definitely going to need to upgrade them a little bit, but here we go. Hopefully we can get Jerry upgraded here soon, our good friend Gerald there, because he is quite helpful for this. Let's just grab up everything we can, and I don't know if I'm gonna make it up this time around, but that's okay. We passed this quota with flying colors, and we got lots of money while we were at it too, $150,000. And you know what that means? That means I can upgrade my inventory stack size, as well as get a vice president miner, and we'll get a senior collector as well, because why not? Which is absolutely beautiful. And we'll grab a few dynamite just to help drop us all the way down again. And here we go. Let's see our senior vice president miner come out of here in a minute. Boom, boom, boom. And there he is. He's got a red pickaxe. Got a ruby pickaxe, which should one-shot the blue area. And that is absolutely stupendous. And we're just going to try to help drop these guys down as fast as physically possible. Maybe they'll get me a little tool here. Nope. But we can get some extra speed for them, which is pretty cool. And our vice president miner is over here. So I'm going to try to help this guy drop down as much as possible because he is going to be our most important lad here. And let's, ooh, that was a pretty messy placement here, but that's fine. We'll just smoothen that out a bit. And look at these guys just pound their way straight down. That is crazy. Ooh, yes, open up this chest for me. And it's a golden explosive poison, which is absolutely fantastic, dude. Holy crap. That should get us lots and lots of goodies. Oh yeah, here we go. Now we're getting started. Let's get some more jump velocity. Jump velocity is always very good for us. And I think, ooh, I've got amethyst in my inventory. Maybe I can hold out until I can get 40 amethyst. There we go. Let's go to Tabitha. Tabitha! Jerry needs a little bit of a boost, all right? He needs to get upgraded. There we go. And now she needs a bunch of ruby, which we don't quite have this time around, but that's okay. Let's drop off all that coal. We just dropped off a ton of coal. Our inventory size is absolutely outrageous now, but here we go. Let's not even worry about that guy. We need to come down here and start grabbing up what our dudes down here are mining up, because they're definitely going to have a lot of goodies here. And wow, I am still, holy moly, I got blown up by a bomb. But there we go. We got ourselves launched up into orbit. Earth here, our senior vice president miner here is just going absolutely nuts and bananas right there. But here we go. We've got 25,000 coal. We need to get to 40,000 to complete the day. That poison wand was pretty great to get on our last day, but here we go. It's not our last day because I am going to see how far we can make it, but I definitely want to see, I definitely want to at least beat this game. So let's do that first. Looks like our senior associate miner is mining so fast he's starting to go underneath some of our other guys. Ooh, I probably could have nabbed that through the block right there if I was quick enough and smart enough, but all right, we got halfway. We're about half time left, and we've got way more than half our quota met, so we should be good to completely beat this game. And let's see, is there anything good in that? I'm gonna let that drop all the way down, and let's see. Employee collector capacity, that's pretty good, that's pretty good. And let's see what this gives us this time around. A nice ruby rifle, that's pretty great, that's pretty good. We'll break into a few of these chests using it, and ooh, I don't think I'm going to be able to get into this one quite yet, but that's okay. We'll try to get a few upgrades using this. Let's see, let's get some, ooh, let's get some just money, I guess, out of that one, and then we'll see what that one has. That one has a diamond in it for us, that's pretty sweet. And we made quota. We've done it. We have beaten Coal LLC without any tools. Holy crap, dude. I've been going on this for a while. Scrumptious. Scrumdiddly water. I love water. The essence of life. It is. I don't know why I turned into Yoda there for a second, but there we go. Drop off even more goodies. We need 40 rubies for Tabitha in order to extend our little vacuum boyo there, but we'll get to work on that soon. And I think I'm going to be able to start merging into a few funny different employees here soon, because we're going to have a lot of extra money. But we got 10 seconds left. I don't think I can fall down quick enough to even pick up stuff, but here we go. 3 seconds. Don't think we're making it back this time around, but we made it. We beat day 15 with no tools. We got $250,000. There we go. We beat Coal LLC without tools. But that's not all we're gonna do. How far can we make it? We can get a senior vice president miner right now. That's pretty wild. I don't think that's worth it though. I'm gonna buy 2 of each of the crazy collectors here, and they're not even the best ones, but they are pretty crazy. And then we're gonna buy, we'll buy a medium bomber. And you know what? We're going to get a barbarian too, a medium barbarian. And then we're going to come over here, increase my inventory a little bit. One-click chest looting, eh? I think we'll worry about that later, and we'll just get straight to work. Got ourselves a medium barbarian and bomber this time around, which will help us get down to the bottom quicker. But other than that, we're just gonna watch these guys go to work. Do not end our day early. That would be pretty bad, but here we go. Maybe I should have gotten another vice president miner. That probably would have been good, but that's okay. Looks like he's getting to work down over here. Ooh, hopefully he gets to work on the blue a little more here in a second, but let's put a little platform down underneath our vacuum so that we can stand on it and deposit it to him. Real nice. Our vice president's finally going to town down here in the coal area. We've got half time left. We're pretty low on quota, which is a little bit worrisome, but you know, it is what it is. I probably should have bought another vice president miner. You know what? We're not going to make quota this time around. But that's a pretty lame ending because I really should have just bought some extra senior associate miners. So I'm actually, if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to restart and I'm going to buy a senior associate miner, 2 senior associate miners, and I'm going to upgrade my inventory so that I can collect for them. And then we're going to buy some weak dynamite, a whole bunch of platforms, and some medium dynamite, and then we're gonna go to Pound Town here. All right, we're getting this quota. All right, we're not making the same mistakes as last time. We've got extra vice president miners this time around, and we're not playing around. Let's get all the way down, grabbing our vacuum and using it to just instantly collect all of these goodies. But here we go. We're just going to let Gerald go now, and we're just going to start collecting up what all of these very powerful men we have now are picking up for us. Here we go. I think I'm going to get myself the miner whistle here too, so that I can go straight down to the bottom and then drop them all off. But here we go. Let's get some more employee miner damage. We're not going out without a bang. All right, we're full again. Let's just dump off at Gerald. There we go. We're already looking 10 times better this time around. We're at 20,000 with about a third of the way left, and we're collecting up larger and larger sums of coal this time. So that is very, very good. Looks like there's another chest here. A magic wand, eh? I don't know if that'll be enough to save us, but we'll certainly try. Let's see if we can't mine up some of this red coal here and start collecting up some of that, because that will maybe save us here. We'll just grab up as much as we can and deposit it again. Oh man, oh, it's so close. But that looks like that's going to be all we're able to do this time around. Looks like the doubling of the quota was just too hard for the employee only run. Got some fun new skins, but there we go. That is Coal LLC without any modifiers on the standard map as just an intern, beaten without upgrading my tool.